Welcome back, viewers at home. Tonight I am joined by the Ward Councillor of Lenasia as well as a representative of Jama-Ah party who goes by the name of Mr. Yacoob Karolia, and he's joining us today as an active member of his community working to address local issues and represent his constituents with dedication and integrity. Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah so much for joining us, Mr. Karolia.
Wa alaikum wassalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to you and the listeners, sister.
Now, for individuals who have interacted with you on what they're lacking and what they need versus, knowing you for, who Mr. Karolia is, can you tell us a bit about your personal background and what motivated you to enter public service?
Jazakallah for the opportunity. Firstly, I just want to say that I am a Lenasian. I grew up in the community. I once knew, obviously, and now I'm serving that same very community. And I'm deeply connected to the people, to its culture, and to the history of Lenasia. So I'm quite well known within the Lenasia community, and I felt that it's a need that somebody has to represent Lenasians at large.
Now, as a ward councillor of Lenasia, can you tell us a bit on your role as a ward councillor and the key responsibilities you hold in this position?
As a ward councillor,
yes.
What I do is basically serving. The reason I become a ward councillor is to ensure that the needs of Lenasians are met. And being a member of the community, I've decided that I've been doing humanitarian work for some time. I've been an activist for Lenasia for very long, and there was a need that somebody needs to assist the Lenasians at large, which is a voiceless community and not recognized all over. And we felt that it is a need for us to be part of this community and assist the community in a sense where the community must benefit from the tax paying and the benefits of Lenasia at large, because Lenasia initially was a vibrant little town. It has now become a very, very busy town, and obviously we have a lot of informal settlements which have surrounded Lenasia, and Lenasia has grown as far as the business sector is concerned, because we get a lot of people from outside of Lenasia, and we had to decide, and as Jama-Ah, we've got a proven record that we've worked on Jama-Ah before with Lenasia at large. So we've shown the people that we can assist the people of Lenasia, and hence when my predecessor left, I decided that let's take over. This is opportunity to assist our people and take them forward and see what their needs and necessities are as far as infrastructure is concerned.
Now, Mr. Karolia, you mentioned, the needs of the community and really addressing some of the needs of the community. Can you tell us in terms of how do you ensure that the needs of your constituents are being addressed effectively?
My needs of the community, obviously, being a ward councillor, I'm in direct contact with the necessary entities at large. I am with, being a councillor makes a major difference. The liaison between the community or the constituents and the entities or the government itself. And I felt that I have been working prior to this with the government, and the need for the community easier because we've been neglected, and I decided, let me take this role on and assist my community as far as the infrastructure concerns and as far as your utilities are concerned, like your basic service delivery on city power, service delivery to Joburg Water and the pick it up and so forth. And I've been working very closely with them before. And this is an opportunity now I do have that as a ward council. I sit directly on the table, on the same table. We all sit together and we can discuss issues. And we are making a big difference within the Lenasia community as far as service delivery is concerned. We do assist them quite a bit. We do have outages, obviously, due to overloads and due to the infrastructure being a bit neglected during the time of the predecessors as well. 15, 20 years ago, the infrastructure hasn't been upgraded in Lenasia. So as Jama-Ah, we were sitting and we worked it out and decided, let us do this, and we managed to help and do quite a bit within the Lenasia community. For instance, an example I'll give you is my predecessor, obviously, who was Imran Musa at the time. We achieved to get the CBD Gemsbok water pipe system renewed. That was that system that was now on for the last 30, 40, 50 years, and nothing was done about it. So every second day we were having pipe burst, and it was major pipes that were bursting, and it was quite a bit of a mission. And we have achieved to put in new infrastructure there, and our aim is to carry on footing on more infrastructure within the Lenasia area, because Lenasia is now quite an old area, and the infrastructure needs to be upgraded, such as our roads, our public lighting as well. We are busy with that. I've got that up rolling already. The public lighting is quite busy. We're working on that. We've sorted out a lot of issues with the potholes within the Lenasia area. I call it a pothole free. There are a few potholes, but not as many as we see elsewhere. So what we've done is we've made a significant difference within the area, and I think the community has seen this difference, and Jama-Ah is actively involved with the community as well as the business sector. We can't forget the business sector. They're always there, and we try and assist where we can, whatever needs, and I'm always available to anyone, immaterial who you are, at any time for any assistance required. So I'm just a phone call away. My phone, I always answer. If I don't, I'm always in a meeting, but I will definitely return calls. So they're quite aware, and I do get a lot of calls, and I'm quite busy on that side of it.
And with that being said, Mr. Karolia, as a ward councillor, what would you say were or are some of the biggest challenges currently facing your ward or community?
Challenges, basically we do have challenges. Every sector has challenges. So I don't have challenges basically with our infrastructure and support from my community. So I just want to make my community understand that unity is strength. And my motto is, love all and serve all. So working with the community makes a major difference. And if the community stands with you, we can achieve quite a bit. So that's where we're standing with the love all, serve all, help the humanitarians, help whether it's the informal settlements, whether it's the residents, the tax-paying residents. We assist one and all, and we do what we have to do. So we're available at any given time to anybody, and that's how it works with us in SSL Jama-Ah. So we've made a difference within the area.
And can you tell us of any upcoming projects or plans you have for the community that are particularly exciting?
Okay, upcoming projects, basically, there are a lot of projects that I'm busy with. Firstly, we've just finished off the first phase of the Azure Park that's in Extension 13. Now, Extension 13 is just a residential area where you get one or two shopping centers, small, minor shopping centers. They lack a school. They lack a lot of other facilities within the Extension 13 area. We've managed to start with the park on the Azure Nirvana Drive. The first phase has already been completed, so that is done. We then have a major shopping center coming within the Extension 13 area, not very far from the Azure Park. So it will be a great benefit to the Extension 13 residents regarding the structures that's coming up. That's going to be very beneficial to them on the employment side, on the servicing of their daily needs, and whatever they require, they'll have that. We are busy trying to negotiate for school premises within the area, because children travel quite a bit of a distance to the other extensions to go to school, and I think Extension 13 deserves to have a school within that Extension 13 area. There's other issues also we're busy with. I'm trying to get the youth involved. There's a lot of illegal activities taking place there as far as the infrastructure is concerned. We're trying to resolve that, trying to legalize what we can, and demobilize what's not supposed to be there. So there is a lot of things that's happening within that area, and so forth with the other areas as well. So development within my ward, we've got that too, and I've got other ideas about the youth leagues, and we're busy with the women league as well, where we want to empower the kids that are sitting on the roads and sitting with no jobs to come into these facilities and come and do some activities where they can then get a job and take it from there. So we do have a lot of businesses that can support us regarding the labor rate. So should you come into the facility and you want to do a course on mechanical or electrician or so forth, we then will want to take you on there and then empower you within the Lenasia community to say we do have these individuals that are seeking jobs and apprentices or so forth.
Now, Councillor Karolia, there's something that you just highlighted earlier on in our conversation in terms of some of the challenges, and you mentioned, support of the community. Right now, if the community happens to be watching, what would be your message in terms of how would you go about inspiring residents to show their support to, the councillor or the ward committees in general?
Okay, firstly, I think this is a regular occurrence in every community where fingers are always pointed at one another. Now, I firmly believe that, we are all humans and we do err here and there. It's with everybody. We are not perfect human beings. We do need a lot of support as far as a ward councillor is concerned from the community. Now, as a ward councillor, like I mentioned earlier, that we are just liaisons between the community and the council, which we try and make life easier for the community. Now, if I don't have community support, it's virtually impossible for me to fight for what is required within the Lenasia area or within my ward. And I feel that our community should unite, keep steadfast, and support us in what we're trying to do as Jama-Ah, and we will definitely assure that we can get certain things done for you people within the area, which is definitely a must and a requirement that we need in the ward. Also, I've initiated quite a bit of stuff. If you look at the N12 security, I was on the task team as well, where the N12 was a notorious freeway coming into Lenasia where rocks were thrown. I lost my brother on that road. From 2016, I've been involved, and I became very active in the last 2-3 years within that area, and we've made that road quite safe at the moment. So that's safe right now. We've done a lot of other initiatives within the area, like the boom gates in Lenasia. We actually secluded the area because of the theft rate. So today our crime rate within the residential areas is very low. Thank to Almighty that these initiatives were put out by us. And we managed to achieve that, and obviously we're getting them legalized. We're doing it through the law, through the right channels, and always there's a command a command to follow. And I feel that if Lenasia can just support me in getting what we need to get, believe me, we can do a lot of things together. I'm busy with the demarcation of Lenasia. I'm sure you're aware that Lenasia is divided into 3 wards. According to the IEC rules and regulations, a community is not supposed to be divided. Lenasia has been divided, so we've got Ward 9, Ward 10, and Ward 8. Now, Ward 9 is my ward, which is 98% of Lenasia. Ward 8 and Ward 10 is the other 2%. Now, what happens is I get a lot of assistance. I need people from the ward of the opposite side, like Ward 10 and Ward 8, always coming to me for assistance, and we will never refuse anyone when it comes to the infrastructure assistance. So we're assisting one and all in Lenasia. We do what we have to do. We're not yet to be abused, but we do exactly what's supposed to be done for the benefit of the community. So should anyone require any assistance, we're not saying no. All we're asking is give us the support, and believe me, we will make a difference. Now, my aim and objective is to get 2 wards within Lenasia. Hopefully, if Lenasians can support us on that, we can win 2 wards, because each ward consists maximum of 20,000 registered voters. Now, Lenasia is much more than that. So I want to bring in the 3 informal settlements, as well as the balance of Lenasia and the business sector as well, which is the CBD and part of the Anchorville area, into 2 wards. And we can achieve that, but we can only achieve that through the support of the community. And we stress on the community to please assist and unite. Let's work together and make a difference for one and all.
And just in closing, Councillor Karolia, can you just tell us a bit on some of your significant lessons as, ward councillor in terms of what you've learned in terms of leadership, community building, and most importantly, public service?
Okay, firstly, leadership doesn't matter to us. We're actually public servants. We're here to serve the community, and we're not here for recognition. We're here to make sure that, we've taken a position and we're going to fulfill that position as far as service delivery and requirements of the community is concerned. So we've achieved quite a bit. We are quite advanced in doing a lot of other issues within the Lenasia area. And I feel that, again, unity is strength, and together we can make a difference. So, it boils down to one thing, that should lands unite or the nations unite together and just support the initiatives that we're trying to do, because we're trying to do a betterment for Lenasia. And I firmly believe that, yes, we can make it happen. We don't need divisions, and I feel that whoever's in position should, get the assistance, and he cannot do it alone without the support of the community. So that is what I always request, and I always feel that whether you're enemies or you're not enemies, but if it's a benefit of Lenasia, let us work together and let us make a difference.
Jazakallah so much, Councillor, for joining us tonight and really giving us an insight in terms of, your role and your journey and your hopes for your community and the work that you're currently doing for your community at that, and some of the aspirations at that. But Jazakallah so much for sharing.
Ameen. Jazakallah khair.
Ameen. Viewers at home, that was my conversation with Ward Councillor for Lenasia, Mr. Yacoob Karolia, and also a representative of Jama-Ah. Hope that made you understand who your Ward Councillor is in terms of if you are a resident of Lenasia and how you can show support to Mr. Yacoob Karolia, and finding out in terms of some of the aspirations the Ward Councillor has for you, Lenasia residents, in that sense. But for now, that's where we close it off. Let's head over to a net break. We'll see you just after that.